And dozens showed up today outside a San Francisco courthouse as two suspects in different attacks on elderly Asians face the judges. KPIX 5's Wilson Walker covering both of those cases for us tonight. Wilson?
That's right, Alan. Two different suspects, two different cases, two different courtrooms, and a crowd of people outside. It was an interesting set of developments here, both inside and outside of the courthouse.
I mean, again, this happened a year ago, so I was worried that, people just forgot or didn't care. And this, lets me know that people still care and we still have a chance to get justice for my grandpa.
Jack Lau came to support his 84-year-old grandfather who was on hand for today's court hearing. 23-year-old Eric Ramos Hernandez is charged in the unprovoked attack in February 2020.
I'm just worried that this is going to slip by and something's going to happen and my grandpa's not going to get justice. All I want today and in the future is just for my grandpa to get justice.
In another courtroom at the same hour, 39-year-old Stephen Jenkins, accused of assaulting two elderly Asians on Market Street last month. The public outcry that has surrounded these incidents and others followed them to the courthouse today.
If I do commit a crime, I expect to go to jail, and I know that, and that's why I don't do it. And all these other people who commit crimes, they should be held accountable for it. Everybody should be held accountable for their actions.
Several dozen people representing a handful of community groups rallied outside during the hearings. The protesters had a very simple message. They are following these cases, and they expect aggressive prosecution.
A group of us are out here again and again to let the courts know, to let the DA know that we're watching and we care. We definitely care about San Francisco.
Wilson, so no major developments in either of the cases, but with the Market Street case, I understand the court did take a look at some of the video from that incident?
Right. As we have shown you before, the Public Defender's Office released a couple different surveillance angles of what led up to the woman being struck there on Market Street. And as they've pointed out, the suspect in this case was himself being pursued and ultimately hit in the head a number of times by other people in that plaza, leading up to really the moments right before he sort of lashes out and strikes the woman standing there by the post. Now, the defense attorneys were arguing that would raise questions about whether or not his striking the older woman was really a random act. It was more of within the context of that whole episode. The judge seemed to be sympathetic to that argument. So what she wants to know more about is what happened to the other victim in that case. What led up to the man being hit? What led up to the suspect being chased around the plaza? So they're looking for more evidence, trying to untangle exactly what happened on that street and why.